When Instagram came onto the scene in 2010, it instantly made everyone an amateur photographer. Now, 13 years later, our smartphones are giving us the tools we need to become professional photographers. Morning Rush Travel contributor and Photowalkers TV host Jefferson Graham has even ditched his fancy equipment for just his iPhone.
Really film your Photowalkers TV episodes with just an iPhone? Well, yeah, I do. The video quality is really as good as a big camera, I tell them, and I'm going to prove it to you today.
Jefferson is live with those tips and tricks for us right now. Jefferson, why do you prefer using your phone to take photos when you're traveling? I know it's a lot lighter, less to pack, right?
You don't have to have your back hurting all day long. I mean, think about it. You walk out of your hotel room first thing in the morning, covered in gear, and you're not going to come back until late in the day. This way, phone in your pocket. That's it, period. And you're set, and it's so much lighter, it's so much freer. You can basically do everything that you would have wanted to do with the big camera. Maybe it's not as high resolution, but I think obviously for most people it's just fine. You also have to worry about theft and people and pickpockets and people seeing your big gear and making you a target, which you don't have with the smartphone. The other thing is that because of the smartphone, everybody's comfortable around it, and sometimes the big black cameras make people a little standoffish.
Yeah, a lot of TV journalists doing the same thing. What are your go-to tricks, though, to take the perfect photo?
One of my favorite tips is that when we are traveling, we go to a lot of these overhead, look down at the world sites, whether that be in New York, whether that be in Japan, whether that be in Paris. I've done them all. And they usually stick you behind glass. Dirty, reflective glass. And if you take your phone and you stick it right up to the window, you'll make all those reflections go away. That's something you can't do with a big camera, but with the phone, you can just stick it right there, and it does really well.
Huh. I didn't know that. Well, you know, a common struggle people have, though, really comes down to the lighting, right? And we all know bad lighting can make the biggest difference. So what advice do you have to get those golden hour shots?
Yeah, the number one rule of photography to me is timing. If you get there at the right time, you're going to get really great shots. Now, I think most people know that the best time is early in the morning and later in the day. That's when it is. That's when the sun is at its warmest and you look best. And if you do your shots then, you're going to do a lot better. You know, I do a lot of 4:30 and 5 a.m. shoots. And then I spent the day yesterday in Venice Beach, California. I happen to have the new iPhone here. So I spent a lot of time there. I shot in the middle of the day, and then I came back at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock was just gorgeous. Yeah, and I got the sunset, and yeah.
Yeah, Jefferson, let's talk about that new iPhone 15. How does that compare to the other models, the Androids? Is it a lot better?
The new iPhone, which I had for one day, so I'm just giving you one day, it has a new telephoto that is a 5X versus the 3X on the 14 Pro Max. And it makes a big difference. It really does. And you have that, plus you can connect it to USB instead of Lightning, which means that photographers like myself can connect hard drives to our phones. Those two things alone were enough for me. I really did see a difference. Whether most people want to spring for $1,000 is another story, but I definitely think it's worth it.
Okay, and you have the eye, Jefferson Graham, host of Photowalkers TV and our travel contributor. Thanks so much.